We're on Tuesday the 10th of May 2022. Well, volatility is certainly in the air. After yesterday's session, it was quite a tumultuous day, in fact, for the crypto markets. A big red daily bar looking pretty aggressive as well to the downside, especially there on Bitcoin as well on a Litecoin. Absolutely hammered. I think it was the largest down day we've seen for a little while. I think we can go back to the start of the year in January on BTC when we saw a move down points wise as big as we saw yesterday. So a decent size move. How have we been faring today? We've seen a bounce off the 30k handle. We did talk about a move into the 30k as a target and potentially some bids in around that level being a psychological handle, and pretty much what we've seen some profit taking, bounce higher. Is this simply a dead cat bounce though in a bigger move lower? Certainly going to find out. But how we're shaping up so far, we're pretty much pretty much faded back down, gone back into the 32,900 handle, as you can see here. We've moved back down. That was the yearly low, so we've gone back into that previous yearly low. We've rejected off there quite importantly, and now we're trading around halfway on the daily bar. If we see a big reversal off here and we end up in the red and we sink below 30,000, big trouble for BTC longs, I would say. And from here, we'll be targeting moves all the way down. You can probably argue even down into the 20,000 region. I was reading yesterday that MicroStrategy, who of course their CEO Michael Saylor has been quite big on promoting Bitcoin. It sounds like they might be margin called around the 21,000 area, so that's where MicroStrategy might be in a spot of trouble. I think the average price of crypto purchase by El Salvador was around the 31,000 mark. So they're probably around break even right now. Again, anywhere below the 30k handle could leave them in trouble. Areas that you'd be looking at initially, you hope for some support around about these levels here, where you saw the crash post. This was the 2021 crash, but you can see the chart. I mean, it tells you the picture that you need to see, that you need to know. You've had the breakout of the long-term trend line. You had the channel breakout of support. You've rejected off. You bounced off 30k, so some technicals still playing out quite nicely, but then rejected today off the current, or the previous, I should say, previous yearly low. A further fall from here, again, I'll be looking into these levels here around 28,462. So that's pretty much the yearly, the May 2021 low. And then from there, as you can see, I mean, it's pretty obvious to the naked eye. There's not much in the way of support. You'd have to look all the way down to what was previous all-time highs down at the 19,000 area. So quite a long way to fall if we see more selling to the downside. All eyes on US CPI inflation data today. A softer number than expected. You might see a bear market rally and you might see a big spike in risk assets. I'm including equities in that as well, but a hotter number than expected, and you might see this market sell off even further, and that could be another trigger for continuation of this move down in risk. XRP also suffering yesterday. You can see off the 62 cents handle all the way down, breaking lows. In fact, if I was to zoom out on my XRP, which is Ripple chart, you can see we did take out that big double bottom low from mid last year. So I was suggesting, will we see a big bounce here, triple bottom? Well, we took out that low quite sharply as well, albeit right now just trying to hold back onto it. As you can see, trading back above that level around 0.5155. Ethereum hasn't been as ugly, I wouldn't say, as Bitcoin. It has been, of course, selling off, but not quite to the extent as some of the others, albeit we have taken out that current yearly low from Feb, but trading back above it now, like I just mentioned. Back retested a key support level, well, now turn resistance 2450. You can see that was a support level, and if we can't get back above that, it'd be a case of selling to this rally and then move back down to retest that current low. Last but not least, Litecoin, probably one of the uglier charts. Haven't got data going back that far for today, just getting on top of that. But you can see huge down bar on the daily there. Moved down from 95 all the way down to touching 75 at one point. So that's almost a 20% move down within one day on Litecoin. So huge move, and now quite significantly off its all-time high of around 400. So you can see Litecoin's certainly been suffering as a lot of these high beta cryptos within crypto to the Bitcoin I'm talking about here have been getting sold off more aggressively than Bitcoin's, even more volatile when the sell-offs do occur. It's trading at around 81 now. Where do we look from here? Overhead, you got to see a move back into the 95 region. I mean, there's not much in the way of support now, and if I had some data, I'd show you previously. But that's where we're at on Litecoin. I think that's pretty much it from my end. If there's anything else, I'll be inside the X chat room and throughout the rest of the day. Till next time, all the best with your crypto trading. Take care and bye for now.